Okay, so I bought this power outlet that can be mounted on pretty much on anything flat, and I'm going to locate it under the hood in order to plug in my compressor every time that I need to air up my tires. And like I said in the previous video, I had an issue with using regular power outlet. It burned up, just too much heat, too thin of a wire running all the way to the cab. So it's going to be pretty straightforward job. I'm going to put this connectors so I can run it straight from the battery. And also I got this inline fuse holder that is, I'm going to wire it on the positive wire, so that will be the first thing to go, even though compressor itself has a fuse on its own, but this is just an extra safety thing. So the white wire is a negative apparently, and I'm not an electrician, so I don't know. I just end up testing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the fuse box to my positive wire. I probably should use the shrink tubing so the moisture doesn't get in there. Let me do that. I wish I would have thought about it before. Now I'll have to force it over this connection here. Well, I guess not. Wow, they're really good. I wish all my connections would be this good. I guess I'll have to cut it. Okay, shrinking tube first, this time around. Then the fuse box. Nice gauge of wire. Oops. I better put some heat shrink insulation. It sure makes a difference. Those thin wires, they heat up so bad. And to be honest, those power outlets inside the cab, they're really not designed to run things like compressors, especially in older vehicles. I think the new ones are maybe a little bit more robust, because on the Hummer I never had a problem. I ran it many times using the in cab. Well, that should be nice. I don't know if shrinking tube will fit over this, but I can probably put it on the inside, and that should work also. We'll give it a shot. I mean, this is going to be exposed on the battery anyway, but I'm putting the shrinking tube just so the moisture doesn't collect inside this insulation piece. Well, in this case it didn't do much. Too bad I don't have a large shrinking tube to go over it, but that's alright. Perfectly acceptable. And now just the connection for the ground. And I guess I'm not even going to bother putting the insulation shrinking tube on it. Well, I kind of like the look of it. Kind of makes it a little bit more looking like it was designed that way. So maybe there's no, it's not going to keep the moisture out, but it will look a little better. Well, now let's find a place to put it on the vehicle. Okay, so my idea is to run the wires through this opening in a battery box, tie them to the posts, and putting the power outlet itself on the box itself. And well, I'm not sure if that's exactly what I wanted, because I think the opening, so maybe I'll locate it a little bit farther down. That way it will allow me to open the flap completely in order to plug in the compressor. The box itself is plastic, so it will be fairly easy to fix it in there. Or maybe I'll put it right here. But again, I'll have to go fairly far down in order for the flap to clear. The problem in locating it here is it will be, I think, kind of hard to mess with the screws. Not to mention there is kind of a little bit of a cavity there. It's not visible on the camera, but here I think it will work better. I don't want to remove anything from the engine compartment, or just put four screws. Another alternative will be to come on the side and put it right here. That's another option. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. It'll be easier to put screws on. Now, do I have enough wire to run? Here is positive, and negative can go pretty much anywhere. Let's see if negative is not going to reach to the negative post, but I don't have to. I can put it anywhere, anywhere that will give me ground. Yeah, it's not going to be very comfortable putting the screws in here. Probably should pre-drill, will make it life much easier, and I think I'm going to do that. Alright, let's see. And clearance for the flap. And that should work. Yeah, there's not much room. Probably if I try to mark it off, maybe I'll be able to drill. Should work right here. Alright, let's see. Maybe. I can probably start it, at least the bottom ones. This plastic, I think it has some, I don't think it's a solid plastic, I think it's more like fiberglass. The way it just makes noise when the screw is making a hole for itself. Maybe I need a shorter screwdriver. So the angle is not going to be as extreme. Maybe it will go easier. A right tool for the job, that's probably the most important thing. Yeah, it's solid there. Flap opens up. Now all I need to do is connect my wiring and give it a test run. Alright, if I'll run it right through here, it's going to be nice and sturdy. And now I have to find a place to plug my ground. And I'm thinking this right here might do the trick. This is just a way to keep this hoses, some kind of vacuum hoses, and it's fastened to the charcoal canister, and I'm wondering if it's going to be sufficient ground. It should be. if there's going to be a problem, I know where it is, and I'll have to find a better ground. Alright, so last thing, I'm going to put the fuse. By the way, I didn't even know that they were making inline fuse boxes like this. This one. The convenience of that is the regular fuses that I carry for the vehicle will be good to go here also, and that makes it really convenient. And it has a little moisture-proof cap. And let's test it. I'm not going to get my air compressor out. All I'm going to do is just a phone charger. And I don't have the ground. I'm pretty sure exactly that's what it is, because it's dead. So I'll have to find a better ground. I probably should have known better, because this is all painted in here. So what do I have within the reach of this wire? Well, I should be able to find something somewhere. I think I will have to make this wire longer. Well, it might work. Let's see. That should make it much better ground. Oh, I didn't realize the camera is not pointed in the right direction. But anyway, that's what I wanted to accomplish today, to install this supplemental power outlet specifically for the compressor, and I succeeded in it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.